What's up, YouTube? This your boy Bigboyfactsjonnytv, and tonight I'm gonna give you guys my WWE Warrior Rumble review and highlights. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell every time I premiere a brand new video. Also, go follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. And let's talk about the Warrior Rumble. Now we're kicking this off with the WWE Universal Championship match: Roman Reigns versus Seth freaking Rollins. This was a good match, and I like how Seth Rollins came out there with the Shield gear on. I like that. The match was good, but the ending was just disappointing. All right, Roman Reigns swagger out with the confidence of a man with over 500 days as champ, but is deflated by Seth freaking Rollins coming through the crowd to the Shield theme, wearing his full swag gear from the old days. That part was fantastic. Mind games are in earnest, and McAfee also gives Mox a shout out on commentary. The bell goes with Seth grinning like a madman, clearly getting under Reigns' skin. An early sling blade and clothesline over the ring, followed by a good pair of suicide dives, gives Seth Rollins the early edge, but a big right hand from Roman Reigns even things out before a drive-by puts him in control. The pendulum swing back the other way with Seth Rollins getting Reigns through the table. He dragged him back in to avoid the count out off the top rope, but Reigns kicks out at 2. Not long after Buckle Bomb and Curve Stomp gives Rollins 2 3/4. This feels as close as Reigns has come to losing his title since he won it. A big clothesline from Reigns puts both men on the floor. Roman Reigns rains down blow and gets a 2 count after a brutal sounding powerbomb. Seth Rollins then goes Rollins into a triangle, but RR power out and gets Rollins into the ring post, then into the stairs. Superman punch is only good for 2. Spear on the outside. He tries another in the inside, but Seth Rollins counters into a pedigree. He just about roll an arm over Roman Reigns, but the big dog kicks out. Burn it down, but Seth Rollins missed the stomp, and Roman Reigns gets a spear off the bounce. Seth Rollins still laughing through the pain. Fist raised Reigns locked in the guillotine. Seth Rollins gets near the ropes. As Charles Robinson tests Rollins' responsibility, Seth Rollins' hands drop into the ropes, but Roman Reigns refuses to break the hold. The referee implores Roman Reigns to release it, but he refused after 5. It's a DQ. Seth Rollins wins, but Roman Reigns retained the WWE Universal Championship, which I called it down the middle. I told y'all I called it down the middle that Roman Reigns was going to retain the WWE Universal Championship, even though Seth Rollins won by disqualification. But anyway, let's move on. The match itself was good, but the ending was just disappointing. Roman Reigns hold on before eventually letting go. Roman Reigns sucked. Yelled the crowd. Reigns looked shell shocked. The champ goes to the outside and gets a steel chair before returning to the ring for a bit of history. Bang right the back, and then he rains down blow after blow after blow after blow. Eventually he stopped, but then he gets a second chair and does it over again till he eventually calms down and centers out the arena, belt over his shoulder. This one ain't over. So it says right here, the winner by disqualification is Seth Rollins, but Roman Reigns is still your WWE Universal Championship. So we'll move on to the Women's Royal Rumble. Alright, first out is Sasha Banks, who of course made a shock return from injury just one day ago on SmackDown. And next out comes the red carpet for former champ Melina. I'm glad to see Melina in the Royal Rumble. Big grins from Sasha, an incredible split on the apron from from Melina. The bell goes, and eventually the women collide when Melina goes for a kick, but Sasha blocks and tosses Melina over the top without much, as Melina has been eliminated in 60 seconds. Next in Tamina. She's not soaking up the moment, just swaggering out. A kick from Sasha and then a dive. Not over the top. To do some damage needs first. Sasha nearly gets Tamina over and then gets a couple of meteors, another failed attempt at an elimination. Next in Kelly, another legend enjoying her moment. Sasha in trouble with Tamina over the top, but saved herself on the apron. Kelly goes head to head with Tamina and gets some joy before getting get to the ground. Then Sasha gets back involved. Kelly gets Sasha Banks by the throat with her legs and puts herself in trouble as she's on the apron and over the top. Sasha makes her regret it. Kelly eliminated. Next in Aaliyah, who locks up with Sasha Banks. Tamina jumps up and gets involved before Sasha knocks out Tamina, and then it's back to Sasha and Aaliyah. Next in Liv Morgan, who races to the ring, does some damage to Aaliyah and nearly eliminates Sasha before Tamina comes to the rescue. Trio of suplex from Sasha on Aaliyah. Next in Queen Selena Vega. Things beginning to get a bit busy. Selena and Sasha going at it. But Tamina gets Sasha over the top, and then Selena sneaks in with the kick to finish the job. Sasha Banks has been eliminated. Tamina gets Aaliyah over the top, but she gets back in. Next, Bianca Belair wasted no time making a nonsense of herself. She got Selena in the air and down before getting Liv Morgan almost out. Splashed on Selena, who saves herself with a little bit of help from Tamina. Next, Dana Brooke, who goes straight for Aaliyah. Then Selena before another saves from Tamina. Dana Brooke does some damage to Tamina. Then to Bianca and Liv Morgan. Bianca gets Aaliyah on the top, but Liv gets involved. Next in Michelle McCool, another WWE legend Hall of Famer. She gets a kick on a precarious Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke is called by Reggie. Leap off the top from Dana, but she's caught with a big boot from Michelle McCool, who then finished the job. Dana Brooke has been eliminated. Next, Sonya Deville. She takes her time coming through the ring, but keeps the jacket on and walks around the ring and goes to commentary. She's not even entering the Royal Rumble. Jacket is still on. Not much happening in the ring before next. Natalya, a proper swagger to her as she enters the ring and goes at it with Liv Morgan. Now, Natalya almost eliminates her, but not quite. Bianca Belair then gets Natalya on her shoulders, but Tamina makes the save. Tamina goes for Bianca Belair, but Natalya runs to it and tosses them both over. Tamina eliminated, but Bianca Belair saved herself. Next, Cameron, a surprise return. Sonya finds out about Cameron and Naomi's history and is jacket off. Sonya pops her mic off and runs into the ring. She makes it relatively short work of Cameron with some help from the ring post, and Cameron has been eliminated. Next comes Naomi. She does not look happy and helps Cameron to her feet before locking up with Sonya and then just brawl. Naomi bounced off the ropes with a big kick, gets Sonya on the outside, and then kicks her off. Sonya Deville has been eliminated. Thank God. Natalya tries to run her joy but falls to eliminate Naomi. Next, Carmella, all getting a bit hectic in there. Carmella taking her time to enter the ring, having her natter with her man Corey Graves on commentary. A lot of physical work in the corner. Then next, Rhea Ripley. She makes the most of her entrance and then grabs Carmella and drags her in. but then Carmella and Selena Vega ran down blow on her. Very messy now in that ring. Selena and Carmella tried to team up on Rhea together, but Selena Vega eliminated Carmella. Eliminated together by encountering Ripley. Alright, next, Charlotte Flair, current SmackDown Women's Champion, who wants to win and pick her on WrestleMania opponent. Thank God Charlotte Flair did not win this Royal Rumble. Thank God, I'm happy about that. Natalia goes over the top, and three wrestlers are trying to finish off the job as she hangs on to apron. Charlotte goes in with a big boot and immediately gets to work. Aaliyah eliminated by Flair. All right, some big chops from Charlotte, but some big chops from Charlotte to Naomi, but Naomi and saves herself, but and already eliminated Sonya Deville. Finished the job from the outside. Naomi eliminated. Next, Ivory looked at Prime as proper as ever. Yes, it's been an awful long time, but I can see that nothing has changed. She still got the mic in her hand as she declares the lost little girls, but Rhea Ripley isn't having any of it. Plunk her on the apron over the top, pass her on the head, and punches her off. Ivory has been eliminated. Michelle McCool has Charlotte nearly out, but the next and Brie Bella. Brie mode is in effect. She goes for it on her return to the WWE, giving it the yes chant in honor of her AEW star husband, Bryan Danielson. She gets Natalia over the top on the apron, but Natalia snaps back and gets Brie on the top rope. Brie kicks her way back to safety. Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley have Charlotte in the air. Next, Impact Women's Champion Mickie James. They play the hardcore country. I love that song. I love it. I'm glad to see Mickie James at the Royal Rumble, but clearly she didn't win. One of the most surprising names announced in advance of the Royal Rumble, she says the Impact Wrestling belt for all it's worth. Holy smokes. Mickie James enters the Royal Rumble with the Impact Wrestling Champion. Holy smokes. Alright. Michelle McCool does some damage before she even get in, and the two go at it, revealing the history. Michelle McCool eliminated by Mickie James with their Hurricane over the top. Next, Alicia Fox, and she makes a big impact with kick on Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, and Mickie James. Next, Nikki Ash, our Scottish superhero. Nikki dodges the ramp, goes around the other side, and tries to get the jump on Rhea Ripley. She gets her on the apron over the top, but Rhea Ripley counters and returns to the ring, scaring Nikki Ash out the bottom. All right, now it's Charlotte and Ripley, Liv Morgan, and Mickie, where most of the action is. Ripley chops Charlotte next. Summer Rae, she's only has eyes for Natalia and endless fists at her before Natalia gets to her feet. They exchange slaps to the face before Summer gets a big kick. Charlotte shuts that all down, and then Natalia takes advantage by tossing her rival Summer Rae eliminated, but Natalia celebrates, puts her in trouble, but Charlotte can take advantage. And next, Nikki Bella. A Bella reunion in the ring. Nikki saves Brie from Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair then laps up into the applaud. Bianca power back, and now Brie makes the save. Then Brie and Nikki join forces for a power move on Bianca. Alicia Fox gives the fist bump from the outside. Silly Alicia Fox eliminated by both the Bella twins. Bella twins work over Liv Morgan. Next, and Sarah Logan, a real shock return. She comes to Liv and A and does some damage to the Bella twins. She and Liv Morgan get inspiration, but the Bella twins power back Sarah Logan has been eliminated by the Bella Twins. Angry Liv leaps at them and pays the price. Liv Morgan eliminated. Next, Lita. You don't get more legendary. The crowd are all on their feet. Lita is in Dodge. Is in Dodge. Bree, Nikki, and Nikki Ash, but Mickie isn't standing on ceremony. Mickie James ends up on the apron and DDT from Lita, and Mickie is eliminated. Lita and Charlotte go face to face and exchange blows. Next, Molly, Holly, Cape, and all. On the outside, Nikki Ash sprints and surprise attack and gets the legend into the steps before putting her in the ring and plucking her out. Molly Holly has been eliminated. Next, Ronda Rousey. Oh, you see the thumbnail. You see the thumbnail, guys. Next, Ronda Rousey is back. Leather jacket cast aside. Charlotte Flair looks immediately RR takes no prisoners. MMA punches to Nikki Ash. She almost gets Nikki and Brie. The bell turns out, but both survive briefly. Nikki Ash has been eliminated by Ronda Rousey. Nikki almost goes the same way, and Brie attempting to make the save almost knock her sister out. Some words are exchanged, and then Nikki Bella eliminated by her sister in a fit. Next, Shotzi, she goes for Lita, but Lita powers out. The Bella Twins eliminated by Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey goes for Bianca Belair in the corner, but Rhea Ripley gets herself involved. Next, Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey exchange smiles and work on parallel. Shayna Baszler works over Lita. Then Charlotte Flair makes the play for Baszler before Flair goes for Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey gets Flair over the top, but she holds on. Shotzi foolishly gets involved and regret it. Shotzi Blackheart has been eliminated by Ronda Rousey, and then finally Natalya eliminated by Bianca Belair. Despite that, she returned to the ring and goes for Ronda Rousey, but she gets eliminated again. Lita hits Charlotte with a twist of fate, but then Rhea gets straight for Lita. Lita responds with a hurricanrana off the top, and then a moonsault. No, Rhea Ripley gets there, and then Lita gets eliminated with a Charlotte Big Boot. Rhea Ripley gets Ronda Rousey over the top, but Ronda Rousey powers into a triangle. Charlotte Flair gets involved, and then Ronda Rousey goes head first into the ring post, but she's still alive. Rhea Ripley has been eliminated by Charlotte Flair, who's now for the first time over celebrate somewhat. Bianca Belair almost takes advantage. And then Shayna Baszler nearly eliminates Charlotte Flair, but Bianca Belair makes the save. Now Baszler gets Belair on the top. Then Bianca Belair returns to favor. Charlotte Flair gets involved, and Shayna Baszler eliminated, and Bianca Belair eliminated by Charlotte Flair. Now it's just Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey. They make space for each other, and Ronda Rousey gets herself up. Charlotte Flair goes for a big boot, but Ronda Rousey catches her, and Charlotte Flair has been eliminated by Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey is on her way to WrestleMania. The winner of the match, Ronda Rousey. So we all know that Ronda Rousey is going to face Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship at WrestleMania 38. Watch, I tell you, and I'm calling it straight down the middle. All right, let's move on. So we get the WWE Raw Women's Championship: Becky Lynch versus Doudrop. Now this has to be Doudrop's best match on the main roster. Okay, Doudrop walks out as challenger with no little confidence, but no one can match the swagger of Becky Lynch, who emerged as champ. Big Time Bex hasn't lost a title match in around 3 years, so no wonder she confident. Doudrop not intimidated though. Becky Lynch, looking to get close to Doudrop, gets the better of her. Becky Lynch sinks out the ring to get her bearing before returning on 5 and using the breather to get in a couple of kicks, but then Doudrop floating Becky Lynch off the top. Alright, Becky Lynch dodges a drive into the ring post and escape as Doudrop goes to the second rope. Doudrop kicks Becky Lynch into the barricade and then gets the champ back into the ring. Doudrop tries to power Bex into the steel steps, but Becky Lynch dodges and Doudrop eats the middle. The challenger gets back into the ring and now it's all Becky. A slight rally from Doudrop, but Becky Lynch has her in a sleeper hold. Doudrop fading away her, but she's eventually managed to get to her feet and bash Becky Lynch on the ring post. But Doudrop wastes the opportunity with a failed drive and goes into the ring post herself head first. Just a one of Becky Lynch though. Becky Lynch trash talking Doudrop and eats a big slap and a couple of body slams and big drop and gets a 2 count. Doudrop looks to build, but Becky Lynch counters into a disarm her. Doudrop tries to power out, but Becky Lynch twists it around. Eventually, Doudrop does power out and slams Becky Lynch down and gets 1-2 kick out. This time, Doudrop does get Becky Lynch in the corner once, twice, another cover, but Becky Lynch kicks out at 2. Doudrop goes to the second rope, but Becky gets her knees up. She drags her away to the top. She flips and hits with a Molly go round and bang, but Doudrop kicks out at 2 this time. Becky in control. Doudrop eventually gets some success with a string of headbutts from the apron, but Becky Lynch gets DD thrown onto the ropes. Doudrop counters with a handful of hair, but Becky Lynch gets a leg drop off the top rope onto Doudrop on the second rope. Again, through is only good for a 2. Attempt manhandle slam, but Doudrop counters with a slam of her own. Two and a half, she drags Becky Lynch to the corner, but Becky Lynch gets up with her. Panhandle slam off the second rope, second and 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. The winner of the match is still your Raw Women's Champion, Becky Lynch, and I called this down the middle. That Becky Lynch is going to retain the WWE Raw Women's Champion. I called it straight down the middle. Now let's move on. WWE Champion Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. Now this match I was waiting for. This match was really good. Everybody was waiting on this match right here. One of those classic WWE video packages giving these the big fight feel before Lashley makes his way to the ring, followed by the champ, followed by plenty of pyro. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, introducing tonight at 286 pounds, the Bobby Bashing Beast, the Matt Muller of the Almighty, the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Heavyweight Champion of the world, Brock Lesnar. They lock up, but no one gets the upper hand. Eventually, Lesnar gets the edge and gets in his first German suplex of the night. Doesn't seem to have bothered Lashley much though, but then Bobby Lashley responds with a German of his own. Brock looks surprised, respectfully, even another German from Brock Lesnar and another. Bobby bleeding a little from the mouth, but otherwise unharmed. Now some blows from Bobby Lashley connecting. Lesnar gets Lashley up for F5, but Bobby wiggles out and gets Lesnar with a spear in another. Lashley goes for a third on the outside, but Brock Lesnar dodges and Lashley goes right through the barricade onto the timekeeper's area. Brock can take advantage and flame Brock into the ring post. Brock Lesnar again dodges Bobby Lashley on the inside, and Lashley turns to eat turnbuckle. Another German suplex from Brock Lesnar. Another. Then beginning to do some damage now. Another German and yet another. He got an edge now. A smack on the back and yet another German suplex. He got him up for an F5, but Bobby Lashley wiggles out and counters into the hurt lock. But Brock Lesnar is suddenly in trouble. MVP cheering on his man from the outside. Brock goes Brock Lesnar goes even redder and looks like he's going to fading away. Brock Lesnar eventually somehow powers out, but Lashley, but but knocks Bobby Lashley into the turnbuckles with the referee in the beginning. Then he finally hits in F5, but the referee is knocked out with it too. He got Bobby banged the right, and we're counting as high as you like, but it doesn't matter. If there's no one to do the 3 count, Brock Lesnar looks bewildering. Spear from Roman Reigns from nowhere. Reigns has snuck it and done some damage to the Beast. Then he makes eye at Paul Heyman, who crowning the WWE champion. Heyman then lands over the strap to Roman. Roman bodies his time and then smacks Brock right in the face with the belt. He saunters out the ring and true to from Paul Heyman follows him. The referee comes to Bobby Lashley springs to his feet, makes the cover in 1, 2, and 3. When Brock comes to, he ain't gonna be happy. The winner and your new WWE champion, Bobby Lashley. All right, let's move on. So we get the Miz and Maurice versus Edge and Beth Phoenix in the mixed tag team match. This was the worst mixed tag team match of the night. This match I didn't really care about, but this was the worst match of the night right here in this mixed tag team match. Another fine video package round was probably the most 10-volume story coming into this event. Miz and Maurice soak up the boos, and Edge and Beth Phoenix soak up the cheers. Maurice leaves the ring immediately and legs it around as Beth chases her. Miz pulls her out to the ring and on to him for a moment. Beth Phoenix looks impressed. Mixed cheers, which means automatic tag for Edge, who storms in and gives him some hands, then flaying him post to post. Maurice gets a fistful of Edge hair to make a difference. Beth Phoenix with the referee to avail. Miz takes over it, kicks in the center before Edge dodges out and gets a roll up for 2. Miz gets a neck breaker for a couple. Alright, Miz gets Edge on the second rope and Maurice gets slapped to him while the referee is distracted. Beth Phoenix packs up a steel chair to threaten Maurice, but flings it aside. After a warning from the official, back inside, Edge hits a DDT on the Miz. Beth Phoenix pleading for a tag. Edge eventually makes it, and Beth finally gets some revenge against her opponent. A spin and slam cover, but Miz breaks it up. Beth solders up behind Miz. He looks unconsidered foolish. Beth soaks up the cheers for the second time today. He throws Miz into the corner and rains down kick and punches. The referee breaks it up. But while she's distracted by the Miz, Maurice hits Beth with a prematurely break containing price to the back of the neck. She makes the cover, but Beth Phoenix kicks out at 2. And again, Maurice rolls it up for the crowd before returning the Beth Phoenix and locking in a sleeper hold. Beth powers out and up, but Maurice counters with a kick. Double clothesline puts both women out of action. Both women makes the tag and then the man go back at it. Edge gets a 2 count before getting on the top rope. Maurice makes the distraction throw. Beth Phoenix is sick of it and knocks her out of the way. Now Beth Phoenix powerbombs the Miz flying elbow from Edge onto the Miz from the top, but it's only good for 2. Maurice won't let that happen again. She pulls Beth Phoenix on the apron, face first, then into the steel steps. Still, Edge and the Miz on the inside. Edge gets his foot grabbed by Maurice, and then while the ref is distracted, she gives him a hurricanrana off the top rope. DDT from Maurice onto and one Beth Phoenix skull crusher finale from Miz on Edge. Cover 1-2 kick out. Maurice and the Miz try to give Edge a double skull crusher finale, but Beth Phoenix recovers. Double spear from the Griff couple on the it couple on the Miz, followed with a simultaneous glam slam. Edge on Miz. 1, 2, 3. The winner of the match, Edge and Beth Phoenix. This was the worst Miz tag team match of the night. I did not really care about this, and this was my pick right here. Edge, the winner of the match, Edge and Beth Phoenix. I told y'all Edge and Beth Phoenix are going to beat the Miz and Maurice. I called it down the middle. You know what I'm saying? Now let's move on. The Men's Royal Rumble. This gotta be probably the worst Men's Royal Rumble match ever. This was worse. The man with one of the greatest ever WWE debuts at the Royal Rumbles is in at number 1. Mr. AJ Styles. He's joined by Intercontinental Champion Shinsuke Nakamura. What the twosome to get us going. They lock up. Shinsuke Nakamura gets in some big strikes and kicks, but the phenomenal one returns in kind. That feels like a normal wrestling match, but then next enters Austin Theory, Mr. McMahon's new favorite. He immediately gets some joy with attack on both men. He tried to get Nakamura over, but Shinsuke Nakamura grips on and wiggles back in under the bottom rope. Next, Robert Roode. Spinebuster to Nakamura and Austin Theory face to face with his old TNA rival, AJ Styles. AJ Styles almost gone, but he counters, and after a little torso, Robert Roode eliminated by AJ Styles. Nakamura and Austin Theory back to wrestling more than rumbling, but then Austin Theory gets Nakamura briefly on the top. Next, Rich Holland. Protective face mask and all. Nakamura nearly gone, but just hold on. He's on the outside, which is a bad place to be as AJ Styles hits him with a kick. Shinsuke Nakamura eliminated. AJ Styles back breaks up. Rich Holland and Austin Theory next. Montez Ford. He immediately gets AJ Styles almost eliminated, but AJ survives. Then Montez almost does the same to Austin Theory. Rich Holland and Ford now going at it. Next in United States Champion Damian Priest gets AJ over, but Austin Theory stops that, and AJ Styles is back in. Damian Priest and AJ Styles both trying to eliminate Austin Theory, but it comes to nothing. Next in Sami Zayn, Montez Ford steps to and almost regrets it. Next in Johnny Knoxville, back up by his forever pals, including Wee Man, who was recently put through a table by Brock Lesnar out of hours. Johnny Knoxville immediately goes for Sami Zayn, does some damage, but then points at the WrestleMania sign. AJ Styles isn't having it. Johnny Knoxville strikes AJ Styles. AJ Styles responds in kind with a fury. Montez Ford goes to the top and flies on to Johnny Knoxville. Rich Hollins gets Johnny Knoxville on the apron over the top. Sami Zayn rushed in and Johnny Knoxville eliminated by Sami Zayn, who celebrates too much. Sami Zayn eliminated by AJ Styles. Next, Angelo Dawkins, who likely helped out his Street Profits pal Montez Ford. Next in Omos, things are going to get interesting now. Everyone looks like little terrified, and rightly so. He brushes off a load of attempt attacks. Angelo Dawkins eliminated by Omos. Montez Ford eliminated by Omos. Omos and AJ Styles go face to face. Omos throws Styles into the ring post, and he slides out under the bottom rope. And next, Ricochet. He immediately bounced off the top and draw a kick on Omos, but then the big man recovers and slams his speedy opponent. Omos stops a fury from Ricochet with a massive right hand. Next, Chad Gable. He has a plan and riles everyone opposite Omos. Hey, he urged Damian Priest to go for him. You're the biggest. It doesn't work out. Damian Priest eliminated by Omos. Now everyone else is teaming up on Omos, and then nearly have him next. And Dominic Mysterio joins in, and then AJ Styles phenomenal form over the top and Omos eliminated. Um, here. Not next in Happy Corbin. Omos has been eliminated. And next, Happy Corbin choke slam. Austin Theory and Ricochet eliminated after some flippy stuff. Corbin's over celebrates and AJ Styles nearly makes him suffer for it. Next in Dolph Ziggler, things getting crowded once more. Dominic on the top, but Happy Corbin dodges it and hits him with a deep six before throwing him over. Mysterio eliminates. So after AJ Styles finally gets the better of Theory on the apron, Austin Theory eliminates. And Sheamus. Rich Holland's eliminated right in front of his mentor Sheamus. Then Irishman pledged to get revenge and storms and going for it with AJ Styles. Chad Gable brings it, but gets hit with an Irish Curse backbreaker. He gets AJ Styles over. It's almost over, but the phenomenal one saves himself, but suffers a beating from his trouble. Next in Rick Boogs, tossing Chad Gable around and nearly over. Sheamus almost has Corbin over. Rick Boogs doing one-handed military press on Gable and play time is over. Chad Gable eliminated and Madcap Moss. Meanwhile, Brooks has Dolph Ziggler over his shoulder, but not fully over the ropes as Dolph Ziggler used his legs. Madcap Moss and Happy Corbin team up on AJ Styles, but AJ Styles countered it. Looked like hey this, but after backbreaking from Corbin, there's a shock. AJ Styles eliminated by Madcap Moss. And next, on a scooter, Matt Riddle, and he flips his flip-flops off and goes at Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss before Boogs breaks that up. Rick Boogs eliminates by Happy Corbin through after some good work from Moss. In ring, Drew McIntyre back from a neck injury and looking for revenge on Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss, who both look terrified. He knocks aside Riddle and Ziggler. Moss and Corbin try to double team McIntyre. Madcap Moss eliminated and Happy Corbin eliminated in a quick succession by Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre then goes out the ring under the bottom rope and does some more damage to his dormant toe, racking them both with the steel steps over and over. Next in Kevin Owens. He's going at it with Drew McIntyre outside the ring, having not even entered. Now they both get back in the canvas. Pop-up powerbomb from Kevin Owens on Drew, then cannonball on Ziggler. Punches to Sheamus before Riddle breaks that up. Kevin Owens on Riddle bare feet. One then the other. Next in Rey Mysterio. Can he repeat his historic of 2006? Riddle says no and tries to flip him over. Ray almost counters the situation, but Riddle survives stunner from Kevin Owens and Rey Mysterio. Sheamus and Drew McIntyre on Kevin Owens. In next, Kofi Kingston. He goes straight for Kevin Owens, but flings him out. Kofi grips on the barricade, but it doesn't happen for him today. Both feet brush the floor before he gets them up. The replay confirms it that means Kofi Kingston eliminated. Next in Otis, he flings Riddle in the middle of the ring. Next in Big E, such a shame that Kofi couldn't hold on for his new day partner. And he flings Riddle, who seems to be taking a lot of damage this Rumble. Bro kick from Sheamus to Big E. Rey Mysterio flies off the ropes, but Sheamus catches him and does out a backbreaker Next is Bad Bunny immediately on the top and knocks out Sheamus. Almost eats a stunner but counters. Riddle and Bad Bunny exchange a fist bump, but Bad Bunny hits a destroyer on Riddle. He gets caught celebrating by Sheamus, who thinks he's eliminated him. Bad Bunny hold on, and Sheamus goes for a bro kick, but Bad Bunny ducks it, and Sheamus eliminated. Rey Mysterio and Bad Bunny join forces, and 619 on Dolph Ziggler, and Bad Bunny finishes. Dolph Ziggler finishes. Dolph Ziggler has been eliminated. Next in here comes the money. Shane McMahon is here, and while he enters the ring, Rey Mysterio eliminates by Owens. Though Shane O'Mac throws a pattern of punches at Kevin Owens before he throws him over, Kevin Owens has been eliminated. That's not going to work on Drew McIntyre. Big E and Owens are trying to eliminate Riddle. Next in, local boy Randy Orton. Shane nearly has Riddle RKO to Big E, and then Big E eliminated by RK Bro. Otis eliminated by RK Bro. Next in, Brock Lesnar at number 30, and robbed of his WWE champion early in the night. He's looking for a title opportunity straight away. German to Randy Orton, German to Shane, German to Riddle. And Randy Orton has been eliminated by Brock Lesnar. Bad Bunny steps to it and eats the F5 for his trouble. Bad Bunny has been eliminated by Brock Lesnar. Riddle eliminates by Brock Lesnar. Shane McMahon eliminated by Brock Lesnar. We're back to Brock Lesnar and Drew McIntyre. This time, 2 years ago, Drew McIntyre shocked the world and tossed Brock Lesnar. Can he do it again? They go toe to toe. Brock Lesnar gets Drew McIntyre up for an F5, but Shane O'Mac counters. Brock Lesnar blocks a Claymore, gets Drew up and over. Drew McIntyre has been eliminated. The winner of the match, Brock Lesnar, and Team 4 will calls it. So Team 4 will, if you're watching this video, you call it straight down the middle that Brock Lesnar is going to win the Men's Royal Rumble. That's about it. Let me know down below. Let me know down below in the comment section what are your thoughts on the Royal Rumble. I gotta give it a C. Decent Royal Rumble pay-per-view. That's all I gotta say. It was just decent for what it was. And that's all I gotta say. Let me know what are your thoughts about the Royal Rumble. If you guys enjoy my WWE Royal Rumble review and highlights, please drop a like on this video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel and tap the notification bell every time I premiere a brand new video. Follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. And I will see you guys tomorrow for my WWE Raw review and highlights. This your boy Bigboyfactsjonnytv. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great weekend. Stay safe and always stay positive. And I'm out of here.